Well, the new Italian Prime Minister is a far-right woman that puts anime versions of herself onto social media, and Hearts of Iron 4 received by Blood Alone update which gives content to Italy. Well, ain't that too fucking topical? And hello everyone, as always it is I, Comrade Ivan, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 and your favorite schizoid trip, Red Flood. And you can probably guess by the intro and the title and the thumbnail, of course, that we're gonna play Italy. Well, not really Italy, but schizoid Italy. The same Italy that can create a Italian shogunate. Basically, Italy is just gonna LARP like a bunch of weebs. And you know, this Italian Prime Minister can perhaps become a real anime girl in this timeline, and Berlusconi can. And here in the oh-so-schizoid world of Red Flood, you can play many nations such as United Kingdom, but why would you really do that? More like Germany, or France, or I don't know, even Russia. But, as I said, we're gonna play Italy. However, not the Kingdom of Italy, because they are somewhat normal. No, my friend, we're gonna play Fiume. And here we are, in Fiume, or as it is known otherwise as Fiume, but I call it Fiume because I cannot spell and do not understand Italian names. Just call it Rijeka for fuck's sake. And we are located here in Dalmatia and parts of Slovenia. Yes, even Trieste, because Trieste should be rightfully Slovenian. However, we are ruled by the Italians, more specifically by Gabriele de Annunzio, whom I don't know who he is or much about. However, all I know is that he's accelerationist and that we are in alliance with France. So yeah, a bunch of schizoids, I presume. And why not? Let's get started with our focuses, the Endeavor. And as for our army, we just start with a bunch of mountaineers, which honestly is not really that of a good start. Also, our industry is quite lacking, as you might think. But yeah, we'll somewhat manage. Damn, that's a lot of text. Perhaps it will give some content to why we are here or why is all of this happening. However, I just don't care, cause I cannot read. And something has happened in Venice, but I'm just gonna request blood for this. Well, you didn't really need to scream, but that does give me some stability and political power, so I'm gonna take it. Now, this is really interesting. You see, in Red Flood, you can have Japanese in Yakutia, in Brazil, and of course in Italy. And even in Japan, you get an extra new revolutionary Japan. Really, they are kinda obsessed with the Japanese, I don't know what to say. And here we come to the very first important decision in all of these events, and that is addressing the slump. And if you're wondering what is the slump, it was the national spirit that disappeared, which gave us very big debuffs in forms of industry. So yeah, I believe that nationalization will save our economy. And of course, the question of art. Now, are we going to embrace poems full of euphoria? Or are we going to embrace an avant-garde poem? No, we're just gonna fucking LARP here. And of course, how are we going to deal with... I believe this stands for Italians, but I'm not really sure. And I just so believe this Xiaomi guy has some good ideas, even though I would really love forts. And whatever shall it be, begin the 16th Arengo. And oh boy, here comes the Spanish civil fun. It sure won't be painful at all. Now that has to be the most American picture I have ever seen. Besides, of course, a fat man falling over in a Walmart. Oh no, our leader, the Annunzio, has been found dead. Well, so long, space cowboy. And with the death of our beloved leader, we get a new and small focus tree, which will probably decide our future the most, cause you can see these three options down here. However, let's start with the greatest loss, and I'm sorry there is no poetry today. Well, that's just sad. And with the all devastating news finally finished, it is time that we reveal the true, one and only ruler of Fiume, and that is Harukichi Shimoi. I'm sorry I pronounced that wrong, I just don't spell Japanese names all that good. And we get the focus, the warrior. And there it is, the man, the myth, the Japanese, the Harukichi Shimoi. And he's our new leader. So what we are going to do right now is get a new focus tree, as you can see, and we are going to complete it, because after all, I have to get some content out of this video. And let us start with the soul of Italy. Looks like we get a new national spirit, Duel of Fates. And this just so reminds me of Star Wars, even though I have never watched Star Wars and probably never will. And I guess sacrificing all those Croatian children has finally paid off, because we now have one military factory. And it appears that Spain is getting more painful by the day, and now we even have Jose Antonio Primo de Rivera in the fray. Well, I guess that makes it better, by just a little bit. Not gonna lie, this new leader of Austria kinda reminds me of somebody, but I can't put my finger on it. And it is time that we finally do what we do best: steal. And it is finally time. Let the Duel of Fates finally begin. And I guess we are now at war. It is only right that we call our dear friends in France to help us out. And it appears that Italy is falling down much faster than I thought originally. Well, that is really good. And also, since we are already in Rome, I believe the only thing that remains is just a little push, and the whole thing will collapse on itself. And they have capitulated, I guess. Well, that is actually pretty great. And of course, I have only lost around, I think, 5 to 6k manpower, and they have lost 25k. Well, with this, I guess my conquest of Italy is over, and we also have a new focus tree. So, sit in the sword. And hello, new chapter in Italian history. You have officially became a Veep country. There will never be a successful anarchist revolution. Oh, and almost forgot, I have these guys as my puppet state. Not really much, but I would more like it if Graziani was here, for reasons. Man, Adolf, my guy, I don't think you're going to have a good time with this one. And the dreams of great Austria have been crushed. However, Adolf is still pretty much alive here in Eisenstadt. Don't know how that works out, but okay. And after doing some repression and terror on both the leftists, the liberals, and the church, I believe it is finally time we appoint provincial governors and, of course, gain cores. Oh god. Oh fuck. Oh no. This is gonna be bad. Yeah, this might compromise my plans by just a little bit. Also, is that a motherfucking Red Flood reference? Alright, so while the world is crumbling around us and France is in a shitter, I'm gonna ignore their messages and calls and actually do my own expansions. So yeah, why don't we just invade Albania? Well shit, I guess I have to beat up Yugoslavia. And now, why don't I just complete my conquests with destruction of Greece? And of course, since Greece was in a war with Yugoslavia, they're left with basically no divisions, which makes this a cakewalk. Who would have thought, I guess, bombing Greek navy into submission really worked? And guys, I guess that is it for the video, since you can probably realize that this is the end. cause I wanted to make Italian Empire bigger and to create a real Japanese empire in Italian fashion. However, everything has kind of went wrong with France declaring war on the Netherlands and on United Kingdom and on Germany. So yeah, that is how we ended up here. And also due to IRL stuff such as, school and lack of time that I have. However, I hope you have enjoyed this small LARP video, and I will be seeing you in the next one. Bye.